Tell me about your football career.
So like from day one or from like the past couple years?
Anything you're willing to tell me.
We were in first grade, and he's like, "Dad, I think I want to play football." So I drove off the road, and
I was going to say, it was probably like the happiest day of my husband's life.
I said, "All right, let's get you signed up."
I started playing football in second grade. I was about 7, 8 years old. I kind of liked it because it was something new for me, and I didn't know like what was going on.
He has always been like one of the most liked kids on his team, even in high school. Like he got along with everybody, and he's always had that teamwork mentality, and that we're a team and kind of like a family, and you stick together.
And then like I played for 2 more years after that, and then I just kind of got bored of it. I didn't really like the position I played. I was a fullback, and it wasn't really fun. So I kind of just stopped playing because I didn't feel like it was right for me, because we had like practice every night, and as a child I didn't really think that was suitable for me.
I was just happy he found something he liked, and he had a lot of energy as a young child. So it was great because he had football practice was so long for PV football or midgets or whatever you call it. And he got a lot of that energy out, so he did calm down a lot during the day.
And all through elementary school, we played 3 sports: football, basketball, and baseball. So it wasn't like he singled in on football, but when I don't think he was ready to play football in high school because he hadn't played since 3rd grade. But in 8th grade, we said, the only sport in high school that doesn't cut is football. So if you're worried about not making a team, jump on football.
He did play baseball though, freshman year.
Yeah, he played baseball.
And he played football. So.
But he wound up falling back in love with it. It was a game when he was probably in 2nd grade, and the kid gave him a cheap shot, knocked him out of the game for a couple plays. And he got so mad, he came out the next play. As soon as he got back in, he found the kid and just walloped him and knocked him out of the game. And I was very proud of him. So to see that rise out of him. So it took a while for him to get on the field his senior year in high school. But once he did really well. And wound up.
He won an award.
Yep, he won an award.
I felt like after my senior year, I just like felt like empty, like I was missing something, because like I never really accomplished much in high school, and I really loved the sport of football. So springtime in my senior year, I was like, you know what, I want to play college football. So then I started looking at schools, and then I found Albright, and I went on a visit, and I really liked it here. So now I'm playing football here at the Albright College. I'm not that big, and I'm not that fast, I'm not that strong, but I use my advantages to beat the defender as a receiver. So I guess they kind of counterbalance.
He was always at a disadvantage because of his size. He was always so much smaller than everybody else, but he hung in there. And
It's a late bloomer.
he was.
He was.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes Carmine is hard on himself. I think he expects perfection. Instead of taking that mistake and then putting it past him, he might do it during the game, but afterward he'll sit there and think about it and think, oh, I should never have done that. And, he's gotten better with it, but I still think he's a little bit too hard on himself. Like he puts
himself in a hole, and
Yeah.
it's hard for him to get
He
out.
sets the bar very high.
I'd come over sometimes, and I just wouldn't speak to anyone. Yeah. Like I didn't know who Daz was, I didn't know who you were, and I just didn't feel like asking.
Carmine was quiet, but then if we said something funny, he'll join in and then start laughing, and then me and Dasha would just look at each other and then start laughing. Cause the things that he said was just random.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's so stinking nice. I'd like to see. I like that he's nice off the football field, but I think he has to learn that sometimes you have to be. When you're on the field, you've got to be mean.
I think he has his flashes. I remember sophomore
Yeah.
year in high school.
It shows up every now and then.
He was 3rd or 4th string. I mean, he's just a sophomore little kid, and they were beating a team pretty good, and somebody went down and needed a receiver. So the coach says, I need a receiver. He ran from like 5 people deep on the sideline and got out into the field and ran like 2 or 3 plays as a sophomore. And I'm just sitting there shocked that. And after the game, he's like, "Yeah, did you see me? I just ran out there." I wasn't waiting for anybody else to get out there. I jumped in, so that's, keep doing it. That's good.
And he is a hard worker. He worked a lot off season this year, over the summer. Really, really dedicated to what he was doing this summer. I noticed, his workout schedule, and he always prioritized. He made sure that he got, all his training in and everything, so he was ready to go when he came back in August.
So tell me about the injury that you went through this past season.
Oh yeah, so it turns out I sprained my MCL and I was out for like 3 to 4 weeks with an MCL injury, but I mean, now I'm back to like healthy now. So, I mean, I worked really hard to get back on the field because I don't like sitting and watching on the sideline, like during practice and everything. It just makes me mad because I can't do anything.
So what are some things that you notice that Carmine brings to the football field?
Carmine is Carmine. He's a hard worker, and sometimes he beats on himself a little too much, but he'll still go back and like keep going next play after play, play after play after play. So it's just like, that's Carmine. He's not gonna like really quit or start, like complaining and everything like that. His confidence has grown tremendously. Because Carmine used to joke a lot around, like, he'd be like, "Nah, I'm not gonna catch it," or "Nah, I'm gonna get cracked." We'd be like, "Carmine, stop."
I think he's a talented kid. I think he's got good drive to him. Just needs a little bit more confidence. I think that go a long way if he has that behind him. I was never lacking for it, so hopefully.
He was overconfident.
So, but yeah, I think he can do a job.
He's a hard worker, so I know that he can do whatever he sets out to do.
Carmine, like, be more confident. Like, start joking about it. Like, you're gonna F that man up. That's Carmine now. Carmine would say, "I'm gonna beat you," and we just start laughing because we're like.
How do you manage to focus on football and school at the same time?
So what I like to try to do is think of, I'm a student from 8 to 4, so I try to like go to my classes. When I'm not in class, I try to do my homework, so I don't have to be struggling to do it late at night. As a student, I show up to class. I haven't missed a single class yet in the past 2 years. I always do my homework. I don't like being late to class either. I also like try to get like close to my professors, so like I always know what like is going on.
Well, I mean, every time he calls, at least last year, every time he called, it was usually he was just getting done studying, on his way to go study. His roommates always tell me that he's always studying, he's always doing his work, so I'm hoping that's the truth. But I know, like, when he was in elementary school and when he was in high school, that he had a good balance with it. I think he always did better academically during season because he had that time, like he had a schedule, he stuck with it, and I think it kept him on track, it kept him motivated, and he knew that he had to keep his grades up in order to play. So,
Do you have any advice for incoming freshmen that wish to play D3 football?
Yeah, so basically if you played football in high school and you weren't like really, really bad, anyone can play college football at D3 level. You just have to be committed to it, or else you'll like fall behind, and that's why like a lot of people like quit football as like a college player. So you just gotta be committed to it and like love the sport.
When he's done with this, he's gonna be a great coach. 'Cause he knows his position, everybody else's position. He knows the plays, he knows the strategy,
and he's good with it.
and yeah. So
He's good at analyzing the game.
But yeah, I feel like it's been a long road.
It's glistening once again, and they came to the silver lanes of
I'm scared.
gold.